I just tidied up our design documents from the past year. I didn't expect there to be so many, and it really gives me a rare sense of fulfillment. Although there isn't much I myself can do for Siesta, I know that each and every stroke I draw represents the journey I've traveled.
Just like Siesta, I said goodbye to that beach. And just like Rhodes Island, I'm seeking out sights I've never seen before. Doctor, the destination of my journey may still be far away, but the journey itself is already a stack of postcards thick enough for me to look back on and treasure forever.
The relationships you build on the battlefield are not something you can fake. Hashiguma seems pretty concerned about your relationship with the LGD, but I know why she's beating around the bush. Next time, I'll drag her to Rhodes Island to join the parties.
Professor, I read in a book that after thousands of years, we will all re-enter this land cycle. Maybe I'll become a little plume of magma, reshaping the land along its rock formations. When that time comes, I'll be able to forever look out across the land, with what nourished me nestling up against me.
Many tribes prepare to leave their homeland behind and go south, whereas many warriors bade farewell to their loved ones and head to the northern front. The Sami people seem to be splitting in two, never to see each other again. I cannot change this, but I still hope that everyone returns safe and sound.
It's good practice to always check up on your game, because the hunt never truly ends. I've seen you defeat many opponents and save many lives. Good on you, but you can't fully wipe out your enemy from the face of this land. There is no such thing as once and for all. You can't wish for anything like that.
A prophecy about Rhodes Island? Doctor, my cooperation with you has lasted for some time now, and my answer to your question remains the same. It is the reason I sought your cooperation in the first place. We see doom often, but we also see what follows in the wake of such doom.
Every day I've spent on Rhodes Island has been very fun, but since I started having fun, it's been hard to get absorbed in my work like I did at Blacksteel. How should I put it? Blacksteel feels more like a place for work, while Rhodes Island is more like... you know, home.
I've been looking around, seeking out all kinds of scenery since I left the city I was born in. I never wanted to stay anywhere for long. But looking back now, there are only two places that have made me consider stopping. Davistown and Rhodes Island.
Goals and achievements to score in the future. Those are what I used to be so preoccupied with. But my experiences in recent years have shattered those fantasies. It's already good enough.
if you can grant some happiness and dignity to the people around you.
Back in Docilis, the TV station would throw a year-end party, but I never knew these could be so chill until I came to Rhodes Island. Huh? Are you talking to me? You want me to sing? Sure, but just for the record, my musical tastes are pretty old-fashioned.
When I observe plants in the wild, sometimes I'll think, what if the ones that live for hundreds or thousands of years sense the passage of time too? How long would their experience of 1 year be? Whatever it is, I'm sure it's not like mine. Always feels like each year passes by in a flash.
We were all there when that happened out of the blue. Even now, I still can't forget just how powerless I felt then. Such occasions will only happen even more often, as you get more and more factions watching you. Can you still persevere on, even when facing an unstoppable disaster?
I was going around the greenhouse collecting all the fresh buds, when it suddenly struck me how long it's been since that tragedy. Do you think I'll be able to rebuild my greenhouse back home? I know you might not have all the answers, but somehow, seeing everyone brimming with confidence just puts my heart at ease too.
Babel was once the utopia of all Sarkaza, a ship sailing through the ruins. Her Highness thought she failed. But you're proof that the road hasn't reached its end. It continues to stretch on. I really hope to see what you'll show us when all is said and done, Doctor.
No matter when or where, there are always those shouting out their naive ideals. However, the idealists are not the only ones who can move forward.
Doctor, I'm out of here tomorrow. I really didn't expect to be here for so long, or that I wouldn't get sick of hanging out with you. Rhodes Island's such a fun place. Don't you ever let it get boring. Where am I going next? I failed mission! Nos vemos!
I laugh at those people who put such value on a rock. But I couldn't laugh at you. Because you truly want to prove that even an infected life is worth something. It's a notion as absurd as I am, and one would find it hard to refute.
The annual Empress's celebration is always a stunning event. The royal orchestra performs for the people, and it closes with a grand ensemble with their majesties on the covered bridge. The main reason we hold it every year is to make everyone believe in the path beneath their feet. Rhodes Island doesn't have celebrations as grand as that, but your footsteps are still full of conviction.
Doctor, There is no one who can guarantee they are always headed in the right direction. You need only make a choice, and I'll follow you to verify. I'll correct your path if it's askew, and we'll simply continue further on if it holds true.
People often say that the era we live in has no need for poetry. They claim it cannot provide leisure, and it is loathed for the pretentious elegance of certain men. But someone once proved to me the value of reminders. And so, I wish to walk with you to remind this era, with a candle and a poem.
The end is approaching us. If you too believe that the emotional bonds between people help resist despair, then the symphony I scored with Rhodes Island will certainly play.
Being of two different stations, some things I can't tell you, nor you me. But there is one point we needn't doubt. We are both fed up with war. I imagine that's more than enough reason we might sit down together, open and honest, and share a drink.
Here, a souvenir from my last trip. It's pretty good, so you gotta try some. Is it me or did roads get a lot more crowded since I was away? Whatever. I don't care if you keep onboarding more people, but you gotta make sure the USSG's clubhouse stays as is. Deal?
I used to have my doubts about Rhodes Island, same as I used to distrust a certain someone's nonsense when I started working for him. But as we all know, Carl Trade built the Yarrick we see today, and Rhodes Island will keep treating oropathy patients tomorrow. All right. I've been watching the gates of Carl Trade for a long time. Keeping an eye open for you Rhodes Islanders is no trouble.
When I was still small, I had so many wishes, but Dad only ever wished for me to grow up happily. Now I understand. I need to be happy first, then I'll wait for my other wishes to slowly come true. Doctor, make sure you'll be happy too during this new year on board Rhodes Island.
A pipe dream. That's how I hear some people describe Rhodes Island. My destination's nothing like this ship's, night and day, to be honest. But I've gotten up close and personal with my own dream, thanks to you all. And I'm sure you can make yours come true. I know it.
I saw Rhodes Island splitting the sandstorm and sailing here. It felt just like the first time I saw Da Huang's new buildings, how they protected the fields from the catastrophe. As long as everyone works together, no matter if it's a catastrophe or anything else, there's always a way. Right?
At first, I didn't really understand why my master wanted me to go on a study visit to a pharmaceutical company. But after spending all this time here, I've come to realize that you're all just like the people of Da Huang. We're both fighting to help the desperate, to save lives in danger of fading away. We walk the same path, Doctor.
Londinium, Grand Faro, Trimonts. Rhodes Island has played a role in many crises. The SUI regulator knows that you are not a simple pharmaceutical company, of course, but you have been doing everything in your power to prevent invisible disasters. And so, you may stand shoulder to shoulder with us.
What a crowd! It calls to mind some sights in Daohuang. I would take you to enjoy the local opera if we get the chance. In the old days, its people numbered no more than 100, but today, it truly is a city. I see you've gained a good number of new faces, too. For tens, hundreds, and thousands of years, the ancestors led our way, and newcomers joined our path. And you see, we are never alone.
I first saw Rhodes Island sailing in the distance when I was at the branch office. The rumbling of the ship and the tremor of the sands. It's like my chief was whispering in my ear. You found another place worth fighting for.
The medic says my condition is stabilized and that I've been approved to travel outside. Doctor, do you think I should try looking for other kinds of work? Not for the dead, but for the living?
There was a time when I got myself somewhere high up all alone, thinking I'd see a different view above Castel that wasn't just the usual smoke and fire. But even when my eyes were hurting from the smoke, I still couldn't see anything. Unlike the past, today I can see a different sight with you on the landship. A sky so pretty and blue.
Every time a patient at medical passes away, the clothing they wore gets sent to me to be washed and stored until their family comes to retrieve it one day. Some are picked up soon after, but others still haven't been picked up even after a long, long time.
Babel is history. Her Highness has shown that that path has no future. And while Rhodes Island's future is even more challenging now, you have ever more companions. I have no doubt that Rhodes Island is on the right path.
Beneath time's ashes, there lies the elves' lost knowledge and forgotten tales. But even I can't really comprehend them. Digging through the past, it weighs down on you a lot more than healing a wound or blessing a new life. Doctor, how do you manage to confront it all?
Your wings have gotten stronger, and your scales are tougher now. I wonder how you'll look once you shed that robe. If only I could bend time to my will. The new, reborn you would be back at my side so much sooner.
Throughout the long history of the Sarkaz, the Banshees suffered terrible losses after each upheaval. Our decision to go into isolation was a last resort. We were worried, of course, seeing Ethaniel stride into the heart of danger again and again with Rhodes Island. But we are also proud of him. He truly lives up to his Banshee name.
Rhodes Island's another year older. Time sure flies. And all the former members of Reserve Op Team A1 have joined different departments. Ah, look at me. This is no time to get nostalgic. There's still plenty of new problems for us to tackle.
Another year has passed, and Rhodes Island is still sailing onwards. Doctor, tonight was just so wonderful. I wish I could hide it away deep in my mind. Thank you for staying by my side. We'll spend this very same day next year together. Rhodes Island. This very name fills one with warmth and comfort. Surely, tender memories will rush forth as soon as you speak these words. I hope that Rhodes Island can continue to carry forth the hopes and expectations of countless people, and in the future, become home for many, many more.
No matter what, this place is never gonna be Babel again. You know, I hate morons who can't stop nagging about the good old days. So why don't we talk about what to blow up tomorrow?
I first came here as a wanderer in search of knowledge. Though the fragments of Rhodes Island's past are lost to time, hope remains. We have overcome the nightmares of the bygone days. As for where we ought to go in the future, I believe you already know.
I had lots of worries before I came ashore. My concerns have been validated, yet I feel even more confident. Why? Because I see a universal tenacity shared by land and sea. You face catastrophes as Aegir fights the Seaborn. We will never surrender.
Look who I found. While there's a vibrant party going on, we've got a lonely soul here reading. Oh, foreign language? I can't understand it. How about this, Doctor? You tell me what the book is about. I'll tell you the patterns and meanings I've garnered. They're hidden in these lines and spaces between those words. Interested?
The Abyssal Hunters were created to annihilate the Seaborn. What of Rhodes Island? Relying on this clumsy ship to take you this far, yet you show no will to stop. This speaks to your tenacity that rivals even us hunters. Why were you established, and what is your endpoint? Answer me, Doctor.